number one fear that humans have is dying, right? The number two fear is going blind. And our students' lives are not easy. They've got very difficult challenges. And to see how they go from having a very dependent, isolated life to something that's very independent should give everybody chills.
Pilot Dogs is an exciting place because they're in a place of growth and going through changes, but there's a lot of innovation here, a lot of creative thinking to make it like the best program possible.
I was brought in for a very specific reason to ensure that we are amongst, if not the best guide dog school in the country.
Jim is a very fun guy, so the whole atmosphere at Pilot Dogs, it's fun, it's engaging, it's energetic, and everyone feels kind of like a tight-knit family.
People here are just fantastic people. I felt safe all the way around, from the people to the dog. The teamwork here just amazed me. It really humbled me.
So we have O&M students who are learning how to use a cane, and we've got students who are receiving a dog.
I was afraid to actually walk out of my comfort zones, meaning my home or family members' homes, without having someone right there to hold on to. Like, I was afraid to take a step. Inside, I would be like panicking.
We love our program. It's free, and we get about 25 to 30 hours of instruction in 2 weeks. In the second week, we offer a dog walk.
I can now learn how to get around with the cane. I know how to judge traffic and walk up down steps, get on and off elevators, escalators. It's given me the confidence that I can do anything. I just have to learn. It may take a little longer, but I know now I can do it.
Our orientation mobility specialist has done their job when the person they're working with has made them comfortable in the environment that they're traveling in. We just want them to be a safe and efficient traveler as they leave here.
The students that are receiving a dog are here probably 2.5 weeks. When a student gets here, they've already been prepped for arrival. We send them some lectures so that they can hear not only what the facility is like, but also what's going to be expected out of them from a dog training standpoint.
They're good at what they do. Getting training before I came, that was really helpful. It was good to know what was gonna happen before I got here. So listen to the lectures, those were helpful. Y'all made it pretty easy, so wouldn't have expected that.
There's a lot of guide dog schools that are situated kind of out in the middle of nowhere, sitting right here downtown. So you can get the downtown, you can get the residential, you can get stores. There's a lot you can access right here. It increases productivity and you don't have all of that travel time.
The training has changed a lot. It was more concrete, specific, and more understanding than my first training 10 years ago. The big change is we use the treat method. These dogs understand it very well. Makes it much easier. Instead of all the corrections, it's giving a reward for good service.
So being a co-pilot and raising one of our puppies is probably the biggest investment in time and one of the toughest things to do. Everybody calls that volunteer position a puppy raiser. We call them co-pilots. They have become invaluable and will continue to be invaluable to us.
Bringing a dog into your house brings this unfathomable joy. And it's really been something special to do with us as a family. When they go out with co-pilots and live with families and they go to birthday parties, it's super important because in their development years and in their fear-based period, they've got to see a lot of stuff and do a lot of things, and they can associate all these positive worldly things with good things that I don't have to be worried about.
So it wasn't really me teaching the kids, it was Pilot Dogs teaching, which I loved. He has a blast every time he comes, but he loves to work. And so it was really fun to even do the training, not only when we're here, but then when we're home. And I just think that speaks to the culture that's created here.
They do our free mandatory trainings once a week. They keep these dogs for about 1.5 years and then are giving it to someone who needs it even more.
Changing the world for somebody else who gets to be now more independent and more mobile and see things like that.
From the very first contact with Pilot Dogs, I fell in love with the place. The facility is beautiful, it's clean, it's well kept, and the people are wonderful. I like getting in there and cleaning up after the dogs, cleaning the kennels. I walk dogs, I go around the compound and pick up trash. I just do any labor that they need done.
Our veterinary staff is top-notch. We sought out and found a vet that I've known for 20 plus years. He's an exceptional vet. We're looking at their eyes. We're making sure they've got shots, making sure they've got proper nutrition, and if there's any kind of injury, he's taking that on. We're building a new building for breeding and genetics. All of our student housing and rec areas need overhauled, so both of those projects are in the works, which is really exciting. The breeding part of it is extremely important because there's so much that goes into the dog that no trainer can change, influence, overcome. So the breeding program has to be top-notch, and that takes a lot of time, a lot of investment. Our breeding specialist has been focused on breeding here in Columbus for the last 25 years, and he's exceptional as well.
It's been great. In my situation, I don't meet a lot of new people. Everybody seems really nice.
Yeah, I think it's very helpful to especially build a bond in, because you're both going through the same thing. They know what you're going through.
Our number one driver is that students have exceptional experiences with us from the first time they call us to when their last dog retires. We're here for students, we're here for people who need help. Every part of me is into pilot dogs and ensuring that we are as good as we can possibly be.
We're given so much here by so many people. Pilot gives you more than just a dog. And I can attest for all the alumni that I've talked to that it's almost like being home.